Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest about video games with myself and Exilemagpie.
Hello.
We had a Gamescom.
Yes.
At the beginning of the week,
we will talk about.
We'll get to, but we're gonna mention a couple of other things beforehand,
and
then we'll get to it. Right. First up, Tango Games has been saved.
Technically,
in a sense. Basically, the Crafton publisher, they do PUBG.
Yeah.
They have managed to. They basically hired
a significant proportion of the.
I think it was about half.
About half, yeah, about half the staff that were with Tango Games.
But they've also bought the rights to Hi-Fi Rush.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's actually really, really good because you know what Microsoft would have done with it. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. It would have been another promising IP on the graveyard of promising IPs held by bullshit AAA corporations like EA and Ubisoft and Activision Blizzard and Microsoft and most importantly EA.
Yeah. Seoul-based publisher Crafton Incorporated has saved the day as the firm announced that it has acquired both Tango Gameworks and the Hi-Fi Rush IP. I'm a little bit sad that they didn't get the Evil Within
yeah,
as well. But
I think Evil Within is more because Tango was part of Bethesda, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Evil Within is more of a Bethesda IP, so it would have probably been a little bit harder. Well,
maybe.
It depends on what who had the rights to the IP. I have a feeling Bethesda itself has the rights, which means
Microsoft have it.
Yeah, well, Microsoft has it anyway. But
the agreement will allow Tango to continue developing the Hi-Fi Rush IP and explore future projects, according to Crafton's official announcement of the move. The statement also confirms that there will be no impact on other Tango projects like the Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo, which will remain with Microsoft.
Yeah.
A little bit sad about that.
Yeah, but we all know what Microsoft are going to do with those IPs. Nothing.
Yeah.
Because that's what Microsoft does with IPs. They just buy IPs. Do they do anything with it? Nope. No. Do they run them into the ground? Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Do they do anything good with them? Not really.
Crafton announced the acquisition on Monday morning. In Seoul, Sunday evening for North America, and said that the move reinforces Crafton's dedication to expanding its global footprint and enhancing its portfolio with innovating corporate speed for we want more money.
Yeah,
with innovative and high quality content. To be fair to them, I think all Crafton's got is PUBG. So if they want to actually do more stuff, get in another studio.
There were worse companies. I know I'm saying this, it sounds weird, but yeah, it could be worse. There were worse companies that could get their hands on the IP, like Konami
or EA.
Konami, they'll just turn their IPs into a pachinko machine, or EA turn it into a absolutely god awful, terrible, rough, absolutely monetized to hell mobile game. I will never forgive them for what they did to Command & Conquer. Never.
What's it called now? It's Command & Conquer Legions or something like that?
No, the mobile game, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an abomination.
But yeah, good news. Good news.
It is good news. It's good news for the people that have had their jobs saved. Good
news for fans of Hi-Fi Rush.
The IP is with Tango,
which means Hi-Fi Rush 2 is probably going to happen.
Potentially may still happen, which is always
if you're buying the IP for it.
Oh yeah, they have every incentive to actually push and go ahead with it. But obviously, you've got to remember that one, it's only half the team that has been that's kept their jobs.
Yeah.
And two, that sort of level of change and upheaval and all that.
I'm not saying we're going to get a Hi-Fi Rush next year. What I'm saying is
We're probably gonna you're probably gonna have to add like 2 years minimum onto a potential release date or even announcement of Hi-Fi Rush 2. But it does mean that there is still a chance of a Hi-Fi Rush 2. Unlike beforehand, when that was never going to happen.
No.
Or if it did, it would be a cheap, money-grabbing mobile game.
I mean, there's a chance it still might be a cheap money.
Yes, there still is that chance, but it's a little bit less of a chance.
Moving on very quickly, Black Myth Wukong came out, and it is breaking records all over the place.
Well, yeah, because it's been hype as hell, despite what the Western games journalism has been just deliberately avoiding it.
We're just not gonna. We're not gonna.
Oh, I'm not even going into that. I'm just on about the fact that, like, despite the fact that everyone in the gaming sphere has been hyped for shit about this, except for the games media.
Yeah. Oh no. What I'm saying is, it's just like the games media. The whole games media thing is it's just fucking stupid.
Oh no, it is. No, I'm just saying that they've not even looked at it up until now. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's the point. It's like everyone else has been literally since they saw it. What, 2 years, 3 years ago?
I think about
4. Yeah,
4 or 5 years.
When it was at that point just one dude doing it, and everyone looked at it and went, "This looks fucking amazing." We've all been hyped for it, and we've all been like, "Look, take your time, release it when it's ready. We will wait. We are happy. We are happy to wait."
Yeah,
because by just what you've shown us, you have a passion and attention to detail, which we will appreciate when it's ready to come out. And it's now been released, and it's doing really well. It's apparently a very, very, very good game.
Yeah, it's broken records with $53 million in pre-sales, and it has achieved 1.3 million concurrent players on Steam. It is I think it's the highest launched game on Steam with concurrent players. Yeah.
It's done gangbusters, and it deserves to do gangbusters because it looks so good. And it's do you know the thing is, like, some people have come out and gone, "Why are people so happy about this game?" And someone on Twitter responded, because it doesn't have any DLC. It's not been made for DLC. It's not a live service. It's a single player standalone game that is there solely for you to have fun.
And it's 50 quid.
And it's 50 quid, and it just. It is not a microtransaction to hell AAA abomination. So yes, the gaming fandom love this game because it is not basically taking them for mugs.
It just looks so good.
It does
as well. The very fact that like the amount of stuff that Sun Wukong can do, and the fact that you can do them in the game.
Yeah.
It's just
it's all low accurate regarding Sun Wukong. The guy who is immortal 3 times.
4 times.
4 times, sorry. Yeah, 4 times. Sorry, I was wrong there.
Oh no, 4. I think it might be 5.
No, it's no, right. So there he
learns the breathing technique.
Yeah.
Which gives him immortality.
He writes himself out of the book of death.
Yeah, he writes himself out of the book of death.
So he's twice immortal.
He eats the peach garden.
Yeah, which makes him 3 times immortal.
And then he does something else, and I can't. What's the 4th one?
Anyway.
Oh, no. He eats the tablets of immortality.
So that's 4 times.
And then he drinks the elixir of life.
No, that's the first thing he does.
No. It's kind of like the same thing with the peach. He does it at the same time as the peach.
Alright.
So basically he gets made to be the protectors of the peach.
Yeah, and then he eats them all.
He eats them all, right? And then what he does is he goes and joins in this party where the elixir of life is being given out amongst all the immortals. Yeah. So he drinks that, so he gets 4 times, and then he goes into somebody's room drunk and eats the food, which also gives you immortality. So he gets like 5 times immortality.
Yeah. Either way, Sun Wukong is like super immortal. Anyway, but yeah, it
looks gorgeous as well.
It looks really. I mean, I know it's no longer a 1-person job. There's like around about
eventually, basically, I'm pretty sure somebody came along and
there's a small team now.
Yeah,
but still, for a small team, it makes some EA games look fucking ugly. This game is gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh. I'm probably when I have some spare money, probably am gonna get it.
I think I'm gonna get it when I get Space Marine.
And it is going to be one of those games that is going. I'm probably going to not play it religiously because I've got too much stuff on.
Yeah.
But it's one I will be probably dropping in every now and then, like I do with Elden Ring, really. And yeah, it's really good. It's everyone's liking it.
Elden Ring, Gaius can go fuck himself. Fuck that boss. Fuck him. Like I'm sick and tired of it.
You've not even got to Rodan.
No, I haven't.
I've seen people fight Rodan. It is ridiculous.
I'm not looking forward to fighting Rodan. I'm not gonna lie.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
It's my main problem with Elden Ring is like late game. It is very like, oh, this is a Bloodborne boss, but you can't play this like Bloodborne.
No,
like you can't play Elden Ring.
These
like
are Bloodborne speed bosses.
There are people. I've seen people online being like, oh yeah, you can play just like. No, you can't. You cannot play Elden Ring like Bloodborne.
You have to, from the very beginning, set your character up and basically just throw everything into like speed in order to be able to play like Bloodborne. Not you know, unlike in Bloodborne where literally you start off with that skill set.
Yeah. Like
it in Elden Ring you literally have to like forego everything else to be able to do the Bloodborne.
I do have to admit, I've seen a Discord like chats of like who's the strongest out of all the protagonists in the Souls games.
Yeah.
Like the Hunter. If you think about it, right, everything that everybody else does, it's over a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Right? Everything the Hunter does in Bloodborne is one night.
Yeah. All in one night.
He murders everything in one night.
That's including the DLC.
That's including the DLC. He kills a moon god.
In one night.
And then kills the son of a moon god.
In one night.
Just everything in one night. It's like, no. Like, I think the Tarnished has the best chance against Hunter, but only if the Tarnished has everything in Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Like, he has to hit the Hunter with everything and pray to God that the Hunter doesn't get...
Basically, he has to have Melania's rot.
Yeah, and even then, he has to pray to God the Hunter doesn't get close to him.
Yes! Anyway, I think we're
diversing.
We're diversing.
But anyway, yeah, Black Myth Wukong is doing gangbusters.
It's doing gangbusters. It does, and from what I've heard and seen, it deserves to do gangbusters. So congratulations, well done.
We had just very quickly, just because we like Genshin.
Yes,
so
we have talked about it before.
We're going to talk about Genshin. Genshin dropped their 5.0 live stream.
Yes.
It's the biggest live stream they've done. It was 2.5 hours.
Yes.
It was very, very, very long. But yeah, it looks good. Like it looks really, really good. Like the new characters look cool.
The characters look cool, which is what I like. The environment looks really good. It looks like absolutely gorgeous.
The new way to traverse looks really fun.
It
as
does.
Well.
Yeah.
I generally just want to pull for the first character, mainly because she gets to run around on a shark.
Yes. She gets to surf on a shark.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, they basically, so they showed off the story, bits of the story anyway. They showed off the first 3 characters that we're going to get in the banners. One's a 4-star, which is the one with the little digger.
Yeah.
You've seen the one that she kind of looks like a rabbit. I mean, she's not a rabbit. It's like the Tiny Tina thing where she's got the...
Oh, she's wearing
something that looks like... It makes it look like she's got bunny ears.
She's wearing clothing that gives the impression.
Yeah. So we got that. We've got the Surfer shark lady dude.
Yeah.
And then the 8-bit character with all the random dragon stuff. But yeah, they look cool. And the fact that they all traverse very differently is really cool. We are going to get to... We're basically going to have pets.
Yeah. I mean, they've kind of introduced them before. but like as an item that you have on you.
Yeah, but this time we'll be actually be able to like go in and control them.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I mean.
That's what I mean.
Which is cool. What was the other thing? The Archon. We actually just got to see the Archon straight off the bat this time, which we don't usually do.
Nope.
Because I think Farina wasn't shown until the actual update was released.
It was either just before or right on release. Yeah.
I think this is the first. Time they've actually literally just gone. This is the Archon.
Although technically, Farina isn't the Archon.
Oh yeah, you know, but you know.
But she is the Archon.
But she is. But she isn't.
Those of you who have played Genshin will understand what we're talking about.
There's that. But the big changes, which I think everybody is quite happy with, is the fact that the banners have changed. Like the rules for the banners have changed very, very well, and I think much better. So the main banner, it is now 55%. It's 55 to 45.
Odds instead of just a 50-50.
Yeah,
because I know a lot of people got blue balled over the 50-50 quite a few times.
Yeah, yeah. So now it's going to be 55-45.
I'm still going to get screwed over by it.
But even though, so say you get screwed by it, basically you will get. So it's basically the animation's changed. Yeah. So what will happen is instead of it just going gold, something will flash and it'll go around it, and it's basically like a new item that you can use to get the character that you want.
Oh, that's good.
To give you more of a chance of getting
it. That's good.
So
I know that they've started doing that with the 5 stars where you get a quote from them now if you get them. Yeah. Which wasn't in beforehand, so they have been adding onto things. The
weapon banner is a lot better now. So instead of needing to roll, say you don't get the weapon that you want for in the path, instead of needing to get 2, and then hopefully get a third 5-star. Yeah. To be now you just need to get if you fail it once. Yeah. Right. Your next one, it's basically the same as the character banner. Yeah. So if you don't get it on your first 5-star, you're guaranteed to get it on your next one. Yeah. Which is cool. What was the other thing? Oh, we're going to be getting straight off the bat. We're going to get
a 4-star.
10 free pulls just off the bat. You're getting 1,600 primary gems.
That's nice. What did they do to piss off the Chinese fan base?
I don't know. But the other thing is, chests and shrines are now going to give you more primary gems. They're not going to give you 2 and 5
and 10
and 10 anymore. I think they've doubled it.
Oh, so that's good.
Your small ones are going to give you 4. You're going to get
mediums will give
10, and then your big ones.
The large
your big ones will give you
20, and the exotics will give you
probably 50.
50, if not 100. I can't remember how much the exotic.
And I think they've doubled it.
Yeah, that's good. Now, I know this isn't what they're going to do, but could you backdate that?
No, that's not going to happen.
No, it won't. God, can you imagine if they did? Like, because we must have opened like thousands of chests now.
Oh yeah.
Dear God. I mean, it's not like they don't track it because it's part of the achievement tracker. Yeah. So they could.
They know how many we've done.
They do know how many each person has done because it's individually tracked on every single fucking bio, every single one that we've got. So it's not like they can't do it. I don't think they will because, dear God, that is a lot of free money giving out.
We've seen they showed off the bad guy called the Captain.
Ah, yes.
And he is, well, considering we're going into fire, well, he is an ice wielder. Yeah. And he looks very. He's got like the knight helmet.
Yeah. Dude. Now obviously the question is his delusion the opposite of Senora, which is she was a fire, but her delusion gave her ice. Because that's how the delusions used to have worked with all the Fatui.
No, was she not ice and then her delusion gave her fire?
No, she was fire.
Okay.
Her thing was fire, because remember in the fight, you go up against fire first.
No, you go up against ice.
Ice first. Yes!
Because she goes into ice.
I am wrong.
Then turns into the fire.
I am wrong. But still, again, like, the delusion's always... Well, that's a bit... And then again, Shiznaya is the ice ice plays. So having the Fatui mostly ice.
Yeah,
dominated
the
would make
Saritsa
sense.
is the ice the Archon. So
Yeah. So it makes sense that the Fatui would be kind of lopsided towards ice.
Yeah.
So that would make sense.
I know everyone's...
my question is his delusion going to also be ice and fire? Because the delusions have always been opposites.
What was Scaramouche's? Because he was just...
but we didn't see his delusion.
Yeah, that's true. He went
He
went into the god thing, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
And we haven't seen the doctors.
We haven't seen the doctor. We don't even know if his is. We don't even know what his normal element is. We don't know what his vision is.
Yeah.
So, but we know Child's was water into electric, which is again two opposites. So
it's a chance that he's going to be ice and lightning. If they're gonna,
maybe. Again, like the like I say, the Fatui of you, the delusions have usually been like
has been the opposite.
The opposite.
I'm just thinking what ice, because like obviously
what counters. Yeah, but the thing is, like
it's not what counters. It's not what counters. Like
I know.
If we think about
what I'm saying is that every single one that we've seen.
Yeah, is opposite.
Is been the delusion to basic power is the counter to their nature. Like Child's is electric, for his delusion.
And Saritsa is
Signora is fire because she was ice. So that's the thing. I mean, granted,
I'm just thinking lightning because like I'm not going opposite. I'm going like so what effects does ice have with the other things? And Dendro doesn't have one with ice.
Yeah.
There's fire, but Signora had fire.
Yeah.
So there's only lightning and possibly Geo, but Geo doesn't do anything over there.
Geo does everything. Geo reacts with everything. Same with wind.
Yeah.
It could be wind. Anyway, but where's our spitballing?
Yeah, we are. Anyway, but yeah, the 5.0 looks really, really good. It's like the hype, considering the fact that like before the 5.0 update, the kind of hype up to it wasn't really there.
No.
There wasn't. I mean, the only thing that you could see was people kind of bashing Genshin.
Justifiably so at times.
Justifiably so, but sometimes there were just people that were just going a little bit way too far with it and like compare. I mean, understandably, I get it when they compare it to Weather and Waves. Like I get it because like you look at them both, they're both open world action adventure games. Yeah. Like it's easy to compare, and they're gachas. You know, it's easy to compare. But at the same time, I look at it and go, Genshin's is much more focused on exploration. Whereas you look at Weather and Waves, and that's the whole point is combat. Yeah. But with the 5.0, like I've seen the hype now pick up with
because they're actually showing us stuff, and
the Archon looks awesome. I've already decided. I mean, I was always gonna go and pull her anyway, but like I was instantly like yes, and she's a Claymore user. We've got a Claymore Archon.
Yeah, because we've had 2 spears.
2 spears. One sword.
One sword, one bow.
One bow, and one catalyst.
Catalyst, yeah. So now we have a Claymore.
Claymore. So the question is, what's the Saritsa going to have? I think it's going to be a sword. I think she's going to have an ice sword.
Possibly. She might be Catalyst, though.
I don't want it to be Catalyst. I mean, if it is Catalyst, fine, but I'd rather...
It does depend on what they actually do, because let's be honest, Neuvillette is a Catalyst, and he's broken.
Yeah, he is. He is broken. He is unbelievably broken.
In a good way.
In a fun way.
In a fun way, yeah. Everything dies now.
I love the fact with Neuvillette, you can just... Basically, if you've got Kokomi on his team, just use the jellyfish, and then just charge a Neuvillette's attack, and then just fire and just stand next to the jellyfish, and the jellyfish will just heal you. Especially if you've got Kokomi's set as well.
Oh,
so she does extra health.
Extra health healing.
Extra healing.
Yeah. Well, it's like
and then just to be a knobhead to all the enemies, just use Raiden's fucking electric.
Yeah, so you're doing shock damage as well. Anyway, but yeah, it's 5.0 is around the corner. Next month, I believe.
End of this month. I think it's the 28th of August.
Next week.
Next week.
Next week.
And then, just so we don't have to mention it with, because it's very quick, in November it is coming to Xbox.
Yes, that was announced at Gamescom. I'm
fine with it.
Fine with
I
it.
think that's good. More people.
Yeah, more people. I constantly champion that game should be on as many platforms as possible. I mean, granted, not to the ridiculous level that people get Doom on.
I mean, but
that's a meme.
I can understand why. Well, especially when you look at like the actual programming for games on the Xbox. I get it now. Why there's not as many games coming to Xbox.
It's harder.
It's just harder. It's just a lot harder. Like, there's a lot of developers that have come out and gone like.
But also,
the reason why our games aren't coming out on Xbox, at least on release, is because it's just a lot harder. Like, they basically got to work twice as hard to get the game to work.
And also, there is Microsoft's forced policy of you must be able to get parity with the Series S.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's a last-gen console.
Basically, you have to get your game that is designed for modern PCs and consoles to work on the same level as the Xbox Series X as the Xbox One.
Yeah.
That is literally what Microsoft are doing, and it makes no sense.
So, like...
I mean, it sounds like a good idea, but it's one of those which sounds like a good idea in practice, but the moment it becomes practical... it shows how much of a bad idea it is.
I mean, you literally just have to look at Final Fantasy XIV's development cycle for the Xbox since it's been announced.
Yeah.
It has not gone well.
No.
It has not gone well at all. And it's just because of, like you said, the S is what's holding an Xbox back.
I think Microsoft should drop the thing, but I think they've given up on consoles as a whole. I honestly do think...
Like I said, I think...
Considering... what else was announced at Gamescom? I'm starting to really feel like the Xbox Series X is the last console.
I think we're getting another one. I do think we're getting another one.
I would say usually yes, but the thing is like they've put everything into Game Pass.
That's true.
And the Xbox consoles is not selling Game Pass.
No, it isn't. Well,
especially now that they've done the tiered system of like, your Xbox basic Game Pass, it gives you fuck all.
Yeah, pretty much. It gives you the internet.
That's it.
But that's it. Like, it doesn't give you multiplayer, just the internet. You can download things from our shop.
The bare minimum is you have the privilege of buying from our shop. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if you had to pay to go into a shop?
Well, that shop wouldn't be around very long.
No,
because people would just go, no, I'm not going in there.
Yeah. Anyway, Genshin's coming to Xbox. I don't see a problem with that. More people playing the game, more people getting access to the game is a good thing in my opinion.
I am happy. I'm just happy that the hype is back.
Yeah.
And people are looking at Genshin and being like, yes, this is good. This all looks good.
Because we've only got this and one more.
We've got this and one more.
And then that's the entirety of that.
Which is going to be my favourite area because it's ice.
Yeah.
Which means there's going to be a lot of snow. And I've said it multiple times. You want me to like a game, just put fucking snow in it.
But after Chechnya, unless they start bringing out new nations...
We are... Right. We're gonna get Snezhnaya, right? And then there's Canria. There's the...
Oh, yes, there's Canria because of the... Yes, indeed.
So there's two more...
There's two more areas.
There's two more areas.
And then
there's one more. There's one more of the Teyvat map because we don't actually know where Canria is.
No. Well, the way they're talking about it, Canria was a part of Teyvat at some point.
So there is a chance that we'll get that, but we do know we're getting some sort of like Canria arc.
Yeah.
Once we get there, but we're going to be doing. Obviously, we're going to be doing Snezhnaya first, and Snezhnaya has to answer questions.
Yes.
There's just so many questions.
What the fuck are the Fatui doing with the Gnosis?
Yeah. What are the Gnosises? Because we don't even know what they are.
I think the Sumeru kind of explained it. It's like there's gnosis are literally like the power of the god.
Oh yeah, we know. Like, that's what I mean. Like, okay, they're the power of the god, but like, okay, so you've got, I think they've got 2 of them.
No, they've
got
got
3 of them.
No, they've got all of them that every area we've been to. They have.
Do they?
Yeah, they have the wind because they stole it off Venti.
Yeah, they stole it off Venti. They made a contract with Zhongli, so they've got the Geo.
Yeah, they traded it with
Nahida.
Yeah, but also Shoguns.
Yes, they traded it with Yaemiku.
Yeah.
They made a deal with Nahida
yeah,
to get her, so that's 5.
And
is it 5? Is that 4? That's 4.
Yeah. And then
Fontaine's Neverlet gave it to because he didn't need it.
As part of the whole thing of like, yeah, we kind of arrested one of your highly quite publicly members of your hierarchy.
So yeah, they've got all of them. So like, what happens when you get them all?
Yeah.
There's that. Why exactly?
What is this?
Sarita? Why does the
Sarita want it? Also, what is the deal with the Sarita? Because we hear a lot about her, but we've seen nothing.
Yeah. Why exactly does everybody just fucking worship the Sarita in Cisnaya?
Yeah, why do they worship the Sarita? Also, like, why are the Fatui talking about this, like, doing the will of the Sarita, like, as in a past tense? Like, she can't at the moment tell them what to do at the moment. So they're doing what they think is the best.
It's so weird. Like, everything is just like, what?
If the Sarita's in some sort of, like, stasis sort of thing, it would explain why the Fatui aren't all on the same page sort of thing.
Yeah, that's true. Especially the Harbingers.
That's what I'm saying, the Harbingers.
Oh, yeah.
Why the Harbingers are all on the same thing? Because, Father for the last Harbinger that we fought, what's her name? She's in the Fontaine storyline quite a bit.
Oh,
Awesome fucking character to play as that, by the way. But anyway, she's clearly at odds with the Doctor.
Yes,
the Doctor's at odds with a bunch of them.
Yeah, the Doctor's at odds with all of them. None of them like the Doctor. We know that much. We know that Signora, like, literally worshipped the Svitzer and would do anything that. Yeah. So if she is in stasis, maybe she's doing this.
We know Child is the newbie.
Yeah, he's the
youngest and the newbie, basically.
Yeah, he's not really asked
about anyone else.
About anything. He's literally just doing it to look after.
I am wondering what the captain's attitude is, because I have a feeling that the captain is the strongest. Apparently, he's the number one.
Yeah,
Harbinger. And I do wonder if he looks at the Doctor and goes, "You're a fucking asshole. I hate you. I know that you. I have plans that if you ever step out of line, but at the moment I need you. It hates me to say this, but I need you."
Well, I mean, if he is number one, that makes sense of him being ice.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway.
Yeah, we're getting a bit.
Yeah,
we're
digressing, but 5.0 is around the corner, so.
ZZZ is doing really well.
Yes.
Just to keep on the Hoyoverse. Everybody's gone feral for Jane Doe. I don't blame him. I literally saw her and I was like, I am pulling for Jane Doe. I'm sorry, police woman, I can't remember your name.
Zhang Fei.
No, I've got her. That's Zhu Yang.
Yeah.
No, the other one.
Oh,
the new one.
She's like an automaton sort of thing, isn't
she? Yeah, with the pigtails. I'm sorry, police.
I mean, she's good.
She's good.
She's very
but
good.
I'm sorry, but Jane Doe's next, and I need to save my.
Yeah, Jane Doe is like. Have you played the?
Yes.
She is amazing.
She is very, very fun.
To quote a streamer that I watched, they cooked with her.
Yes, they did.
And I don't mean just, her design.
No. Oh, she's
don't get me wrong.
Fun.
I understand why people go feral over the design as well.
She's so fun.
But, she is she is easily the most fun character to play as, to fight with. It's just so So good, so responsive, and yeah, it's great. Anyway, so yeah, that's to look forward to. There's a new area coming.
Yes.
And I think they teased at some new characters. And to stick with Hoyoverse, and also was announced at Gamescom, because I think we're going to Gamescom.
Yeah, we'll get through the Hoyoverse stuff. Gamescom now.
Since we're talking, yeah.
No.
Much to your.
I'm not happy about this.
Yeah.
I am not happy about this.
There is a Fate.
The
crossover.
The one Hoyoverse game I don't play is getting the crossover with my favourite anime.
Fate.
With my favourite franchise.
The Fate crossover.
Now, they didn't show us what it was.
No.
They just announced it.
Look, I can guarantee you...
It's going to be skins. I know it's going to be skins.
It's either going to be skins, or if they give you characters, there's only going to be so many characters, which is one of them is easily going to be Saber.
I think we're only going to get one, and we're going to get Saber.
Yeah.
That's what I think is going to get.
We're going to get Saber. The question is which Saber, and I'm like, what do you mean which Saber? The what? Fucking Arturia.
Yeah, we're getting Arturia.
We're getting Arturia. That's who we're going to get. They may throw us a bone and give us the boy Gilgamesh.
No, he's going to be the villain.
He's going to be the villain.
He's going to be the boss thing that you can fight.
Yeah,
on a regular basis.
With his noble phantasm. Oh, that's going to be pain. That's pain and suffering on a
the thing is, right,
level.
the reason why I know this is because it's just like Gilgamesh is going to be all the different classes.
Yeah, he's going to be every single... He's going
to have every element.
He's going to be every single element, yeah. Literally. And the fight's going to be figuring out which element he is at this moment. And pray to God you have one of the four there is going to be able to do something about that. Anyway.
See, I want to play it now. I want to play Honkai now because I want to see my boy Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
I love Gilgamesh. The very fact that the Gilgamesh throughout the entirety of Fate Zero barely puts his feet on the floor.
Yeah, well, because everyone is beneath him. Everyone is beneath him. He is the king of kings.
I think it's not till Iskandar where he actually goes like on level with somebody. That's the only time.
Yeah, and that's only because it's like, I'm going to show you my noble phantasm now. Congratulations, you lose.
I like you. I'm going to show you my noble phantasm. I love that as well. Like, I like you, so I'm going to kill you with this overpowered fucking bullshit.
I like you, so I'm going to take your noble phantasm, show how worthless it is, and then kill you with mine. And but when I say kill you with mine, I'm literally going to throw shit at you and then take my favourite sword and run you through it. Spoilers for a series a few years old. But yeah, Iskandar, aka Alexander, amazing character. Gilgamesh has the best flaw, the flaw I love in every single megalomaniac villain. Hubris.
Yeah.
I love hubris done well. Is fantastic. Just look at Q from Star Trek, Next Generation, and Gilgamesh.
I tell you who does it quite well, that's on telly now. Matt Smith as Thingy in House of the Dragon.
Yes!
He does it really, really well, because it's not just like, it's really creepy the way he does it.
Yeah. It's the whole thing of like the belief of them being superior to everyone else. But anyway. Shall we get on to next Gamescom?
Let us talk about Gamescom.
Gamescom, opening night. We all know what it's for. To show off the games that are coming, new games that are coming, and whole bunch of stuff. There was actually quite a few. A lot more than I thought there was going to be. Jeff was there again.
Jeff's always there. He's always there.
Thankfully, no one interrupted him.
He's like that annoying guy at Games Workshop when you walk in. Just there.
Just instantly.
Just instantly. Just shows up right in front of you. You're like, I haven't even got into the shop yet.
Anyway. So, this may or may not be in order. It is mostly in order, but we'll deal with anything. First off, an announcement trailer for Borderlands 4. Now, considering the movie has quite literally bombed in the worst possible way.
It's gone down faster than the Hindenburg.
It's sunk faster than the Titanic.
Yes.
I think it's been a few years we can make those jokes. Anyway, Borderlands 4 has been announced. Now, we have said Borderlands 3
Not the best.
Not the best.
Well, gameplay-wise, it was all right, but story-wise, when you think you've gone from Borderlands 2
to Borderlands 3,
Borderlands 3, yeah,
so
it's not the best.
My judgment is like, the one time you do not have that with you is the one time that'll be your work.
Yeah, I know.
So
no, that is work.
It's just not important.
It's not important.
That's what I mean. The one time it'll be actually for you and be important.
Yeah, it's just not.
Anyway, Borderlands 4. From the looks of it, we're going to be. It was only an announced trailer, so you didn't get to see a lot.
The planet was flying.
Well, there was a planet moving.
Yeah. And
got captured by a bigger planet. So it could have been just a moon. There was the symbol of the Phoenix, which was shown off at the end of the third game, because it's thingy turning into basically anyway. Look, the plot of the third one only works when everyone is really dumb, even for Borderlands level. That's all you need to know. What we're going to get? Well, it's going to be Borderlands. You want a bajillion different guns? You're going to get a bajillion different guns.
Even if
I'm fingers crossed, Randy Pitchford will not open his mouth and take a dump.
Is it a Borderlands launch if Randy Pitchford doesn't say something stupid? True,
that is true.
See,
I just want him to not open his mouth before launch. Can he do that?
No.
And I mean, like, can he just be absolutely bona fide 100% quiet and not open his goddamn mouth?
No.
Till about 2 weeks before launch?
No.
That's too much to ask, isn't
it? No. Like I said, it's not a Borderlands launch.
True. Anyway, that's my question. One, I think the game's going to be more Borderlands, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
But I'm like, so what fuck up is going to happen on the build up?
I am looking at it. I'm like, okay, so what exactly is this one going to offer?
Yeah.
Because I think the problem with Borderlands 3, other than the story, is that, like, other than it just being more Borderlands, like,
what new can it offer?
What exactly does it offer? So I'm looking at it just like Tiny Tina's does it quite well, because it's Borderlands, but it's in a fantasy set.
Yeah.
So it changes things up. It's Dungeons and Dragons, so it changes it up a little bit, right? So it works, but I think luckily there's been enough time.
Yeah, there's been enough time, and they may come up with stuff that surprises us.
Yeah, exactly.
And it may work. I mean, who thought that after Borderlands 1, one of the classes they would release as a DLC, granted, would be the robot necromancer.
Yeah, that's true. For Borderlands 2.
Technomancer.
Yeah, for Borderlands 2.
For Borderlands 2, which was your favourite class.
Yeah.
So yeah, Borderlands 4. Again, it's an announcement trailer. We've got literally that's it. Which is par for the course for a lot of these. But it's something for people who are fans of Borderlands series to get excited for, especially after being literally so badly disappointed
with the movie. Yeah,
with the movie, and that's being generous.
Oh yeah,
dear God. Anyway, from Borderlands 4, we went to Call of Duty Black Ops 6, where they showed a little bit more of like the potential of like doing different things in campaign
like
missions.
Choices.
Yeah, choices will change how that level plays out.
My thing for that is, like, I get the feeling that basically the choice for every level is, are we going to go loud or are we going to stealth this?
Well, yeah, true. It is probably going to boil down to that on a few occasions. But, for example, they showed where you exfiltrating, you could either shoot your way out, you could rob some bikes, or you could do other things. And gaining access was... there was multiple ways to gain access to the black site.
Yeah.
By either doing intrigue, by pretending to be a cameraman, stealth, or just being a brawler.
Yeah.
So it does look like they're offering a lot of variety, which is good, because I was worried when they were saying open things about like how the maps are and that. I was like, oh, don't do Modern Warfare 3, don't do it.
I'm actually looking forward to Black Ops.
Yeah.
I've always liked Black Ops over.
It does.
all the
Yeah,
other
it does look
ones,
like
so.
they've put some real focus into the single player campaign,
Yeah.
which is good. And I was unlike Modern Warfare 3, 2023. God damn it! Fuck you, Activision. When they were talking about it's an open format. You see, when they said that, I was thinking more along the lines of Modern Warfare 1, the 2020 game, which was when they did those missions where you could choose the way you approached it, was really well done. Instead of just whatever the fuck, just here's a mission, here's some missions on a Warzone map. Anyway. But yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 looks really, really good. They apparently have 2 zombie modes coming.
Yeah, but they didn't actually.
There was
show
nothing
anything.
that was shown. I know for certain at least one of them is your traditional horde.
Do you reckon they've
mode.
gone? Because I know that there are some people who actually like this zombie modes. So do you reckon they've gone?
Or done both.
Done both.
They might have done. I would prefer them to focus on one instead of splitting them doing
This
both.
is the thing. This is what I think that they're going to do. Right. I think the majority of their focus is going to be on the horde.
The traditional
one. I think what they're going to do they're actually just going to take this zombies that we've got now.
and just put it in.
And just bring it over. Which
Yeah.
I think is fine.
I would do that because that's as much effort as
Either that, or
that was as much effort as was put into Modern Warfare.
Either that, or they're going to bring it over and they're going to put it into Warzone. I mean, that's
maybe.
what I would do.
Maybe, but anyway, that's pretty much all we got for Black Ops 6. If you're going to get Black Ops 6, you're going to get
if you're going to get Call of Duty, you're going to get Call of Duty.
Yeah, I think nothing new is going to... Unless the game launches and is absolutely broken to hell.
Unless it ends up like Vanguard.
Yeah, unless it ends up as Modern Warfare 3 Plus.
Yeah, which, to be fair, this one does not look like
it doesn't look like it's going to be like that. But then again, I didn't think they would do what they did with Modern Warfare 3 2023.
That's true. But the difference is that, like, I know I said just before that, like, I've always preferred Black Ops.
Yeah.
The difference is that with this one, with the campaign that we showed, it looks...
Looks like they've actually put effort into the campaign.
Whereas when we saw the campaign for Modern Warfare 3, when they first showed it off, it just kind of looked...
Well, actually, that's the thing. They didn't show any of it off. They just talked about it.
No, they actually showed the first mission where you go into the prison.
Yes, they did.
That was when we saw the trailer, isn't that from the Warzone map?
Yes.
If you remember.
Yes. In fact, I think every single thing from... But anyway.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think... The difference this time is like this one actually looks, it grabs your attention.
Yeah.
Whereas Modern Warfare 3 was like you saw it and it just looked.
It was what everyone thought it was.
Yeah.
DLC repackaged as an actual full game. Anyway,
moving on.
Was easily the weirdest trailer about remasters.
Oh, Goat Simulator.
Goat Simulator is getting remastered.
That was actually quite funny.
It was a very funny trailer about all the different remasters and some of them like that are borked to hell. Ubisoft.
The Skyrim one. The Skyrim reference was funny.
Just a constant stream of the fucking horse and carriage with the guy going.
Oh, you're fine. You're awake now.
Constantly, just multiples of them. It's hilarious. Yep. It's remastered.
If you like Goat Simulator, there you go.
Yeah. They showed off. Then came some Persona 3 DLC.
Yes, which I'm very happy for. I haven't even started Persona 3 yet. I've been playing Persona 5 Tacticus.
Yeah.
And Persona 5.
Yeah.
Because I want to get through them before I do Persona 3.
Yeah.
So I haven't even started Persona 3 yet.
So there's DLC coming for a game that you have, but I haven't played.
I haven't played yet. I've got the collector's edition.
The thing is, you are eventually going to play it.
Yes, I am eventually going to play it.
At some point.
It's just whether or not Metaphor comes out before. Because I'll have to have this one.
Do you know what needs to happen? You need to find a way to not actually work.
I need to become a streamer. I need my whole idea of becoming a streamer to actually happen.
So that you actually have time to play these games.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. We don't want to become famous YouTubers / streamers for all the money. It's just so that we have more time to actually play the games we want to play.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Yeah.
That's it. Pretty much. Following that was Dying Light: The Beast.
Yeah, new game.
A new Dying Light game.
Where we get Kyle Crane's back.
Yeah,
I am very happy.
Protagonist from the first game.
I was very happy with this announcement. I love Dying Light. I have said from
day one.
Like, I watched every Dying Light 2 thing. I don't know what it is about the game. I just love going. It's always that game that I always go back to.
I think it's because the parkour is actually not bad. It is actually well put together, and the very fact that you can just drop kick people constantly.
I generally like the best thing about Dying Light 2. Drop kicking a zombie off a skyscraper and just watching that body fall. And
I think that's it. You are a man of simple pleasures, and one of those simple pleasures is wanting the ability to drop kick people or zombies or anything off a tall building. After that was Black Myth Wukong, the final trailer before launch.
No, it was the launch trailer.
Yeah, the launch trailer. That's what I meant. The launch trailer. I think we've already said our thing about Black Wukong. It looks good. It looks good. Really good. The very fact that almost, from what I can tell, almost every single known ability of Sun Wukong, from the staff that changes size, to the cloning, to the fact that he can change his shape to any animal that he wants or anything he wants. It changes size for what he wants. Is in some way or another implemented in the game. Is one hell of an achievement, and two, cool as hell.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was it. We got another trailer for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
It's just
spiritual. It's Budokai.
Yeah, it's just Budokai. It's just more Dragon Balls.
It's a newer, fancier, shinier Budokai.
Yeah, they showed off the Dragon Ball Super stuff.
Yes.
In this trailer. So there's Goku Black and Beerus and
Broly, I think, as well.
Broly was there. I think they showed Broly as a DLC character.
Potentially, yeah.
So,
yeah. So that's coming up. Next up was King of Meat. Now this is an interesting concept. It is a dungeon runner, 4-player co-op, where I believe the dungeons are designed by other players.
I think, yeah.
Which is a cool concept and can be probably some of the most evil things, because if anyone's seen Mario Maker levels,
well,
Kaizo Mario Maker levels,
yeah, just any
they are evil.
Any game that lets you make things,
people are evil.
They're all evil, most of them.
Yeah, but it looks fun. It looks fun.
Yeah,
you know, 4 little dudes trying to get through and will probably die horribly multiple times.
Yeah.
That's Amazon. No, was it Amazon Games? No, yeah, it was Amazon Games, wasn't it?
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah, it was Amazon Games. Anyway, it's either that Netflix, but I don't think it was Netflix.
No, it wasn't Netflix.
Yeah, it's Amazon then. Amazon Games is doing that one. Then followed was Linked, which is that action RPG with crafting and village building.
No, I'm just if I'm honest, it just looked if you like the look of it, you like the look.
Yeah,
of it.
it was a very clean,
for me,
nice looking art style.
It just looked generic.
Following that was Lost Records, which was the girl band.
Yes. So I have a little bit of a problem with this game when I look at it. Right, of what they've shown. Right. To be fair, this trailer I think was much better than the one that we got for the reveal.
Yeah, the thing is, the first one was the reveal trailer.
This one gave us a bit more of a
this is how the game's going to play.
This is going to be like it's a mystery thing.
Yeah.
Whereas the first one just made it look like Stand By Me, but girls.
Yeah. I think it's probably going to play more like a Telltale's game.
Probably.
In a sense that it's like a bunch of choices.
It's basically going to be Life is Strange.
Yeah.
But with more strange.
Yeah. With aliens. Aliens, from what we can tell.
Possibly aliens. I have no idea. But yeah, the thing I have with it is I literally look at it and go, I've already watched Stand By Me. I don't need to play a game of Stand By Me.
But there is a definite mystery about it.
Yeah, so this trailer was
there was a bit of like
there was a box.
Yeah, and something clearly there's an event that happened to the four or five of them in the past when you see them when they were younger. Something happened then, and it's all coming to a head now, sort of.
Yeah.
So for anyone who's into those type of games,
yeah, by the looks of things, if you like Life is Strange, this is going to be.
Oh yeah, this is going to be right up your alley. So, which is good. After that was Ark Raiders, and I'm trying to remember what that was.
Yep, so am I.
And there's a part of me that was like, "This is a bit bigger than it should be. I should be remembering this."
Wasn't Ark Raiders with the one that they were going on about, like, oh, it was first announced like 5 years ago, and this is like the first.
Yeah, I think so.
We're actually seeing anything, and then we didn't actually see anything.
Yes. Still not. Yeah.
It was just another announcement trailer.
Yeah. Following Ark Raiders was Infinite Nikki.
Yes.
The dress up.
Farming
cutesy wholesome game,
which instantly with this being Japanese, basically it's going to be about genocide.
Something dark. There is something dark in that game. It is too wholesome.
It's gonna be something. There's gonna be something.
It is more wholesome than Animal Crossing.
This game,
that's the thing that is my big red flag. If you are more wholesome than Animal Crossing, then there's a dark undertone in your game somewhere.
I generally get the feeling that Gears of War is going to look at this and go, damn!
I mean, we could be completely wrong. But the combat, the combat and the fact that in the announcement trailer showed someone tied up in chains with purple, which usually is bad magic going around them. Yeah, there's a dark undertone. I don't know. We just don't know how dark the undertone is.
Yeah,
but still, everything else looks very cute, adorable, huggable, and absolutely fantastic.
My thing is like they're too cute and too adorable, which is why I'm.
That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be something like genocide.
It looks more wholesome than Animal Crossing, which is a big red flag for me. But anyway. It looks just as cool and like for people who like those slice of life games with dress up and all that. It looks great for those people.
It looks alright.
But I think it's something to keep an eye on. Following out, just a little game called Space Marine 2.
Yeah. Didn't really show anything, but it doesn't need to show anything.
Doesn't need to. It's been released in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And if you are going, I'm looking forward to this game. I really am, because it's from what I've seen, it is literally what I want. Space Marine 1, this first Space Marine game gave me what I want: fighting orcs, and then chaos, because it's chaos.
It's always chaos.
It's always chaos. This is going to give me what I want: fighting tyranids.
Yeah,
and then probably chaos, because always chaos. It's always chaos. That's the thing with games. Particularly, it's always chaos at some point. Always.
Well, apart from not Necromunda, Mechanicus.
Mechanicus is the Necrons, but that's because it's the Necrons and the Mechanicus. And to be perfectly honest, they're two. Even if chaos did show up, the Mechanicus and the Necrons would just turn around and go, "Could you piss off and piss? We're busy at the moment. Could you just fuck off?"
I love the Necrons.
Space Marine 2. Looks fucking amazing.
Yeah,
very first opportunity I'm going to get is create my character and turn my boy into a salamander, because they're my boys.
I'm going to be a Dark Angel.
Yeah, paranoid blooming idiot.
I'm going to have a sword and shield.
Yes.
Because fuck having a bolter, I'm going in there and
fuck having a bolter, I'm having a melter.
Yeah.
Why have a bolter when you can just turn someone's skin to liquid? Anyway, Space Marine 2 looks awesome. Getting it, it's going to be great. Next up was Predecessor, which was
Paragon.
Which was the Remnants.
The trailer confused the f out of me at first.
See, I got confused Paragon with, is it Paragons? Paladins? I got it confused with Paladins.
Yeah, which is still out.
Which is still out and fine. But like Paragon is a game that died and is somehow coming back as predecessors.
It generally confused the absolute fuck out of me.
We looked at them and went, we've seen this. What the fuck?
Yeah, they had characters that I was like, I've seen them before. These have been used somewhere else. And then I went, then I saw the big orange guy, and I was like, isn't that Paragon?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was like the poster child of that Paragon.
So yeah, predecessor is coming out from the ashes of Paragon. I don't know how it's going to do.
I don't even know how this has happened.
I think they also had a release date as well, but I kind of can't. I was that confused. I missed it. I wrote down release.
Yeah, I'm still questioning. I was in the middle of going, how, when, who,
what, why,
what, why,
how. Anyway, following that shock announcement, we had a trailer for Path of Exile 2. And I think they were introducing one of the bad guys.
Yes. They showed off a lot of what... well, not a lot, but they showed off quite a few... they look like boss enemies.
Yes, and they look good.
Yeah.
They look fine. They look amazing. Also, like, the whole thing of, like... The bosses are going to be ridiculous. Like, I'm going to have a laser eye. Yes, I know you're used to... You being having all the cool shit. But I'm special.
Yes,
I'm a big bad boss.
Oh, you forgot to. Yeah, the funny thing is like you're gonna get to the boss. You forgot you're in Path of Exile, which means I still body you like you're a bitch.
Yeah. Following that was Dune Awakening. This was a little bit more in depth.
Yeah.
It's going to be... We knew it was going to be an MMO. Going into a bit more details. I got a lot of Star Wars Galaxy vibes from it, in the fact that you can build your own base and form your own factions, and you can build your own... I can't remember what they're called, but the flying vehicles. You can build your own, go out in those. Factions and politics and all that sort of stuff. It does look like they're going to have an actual like political like interaction sort of thing. Which is cool because that's one of the key aspects of Dune as well. Like the whole back in the darkened corridors, political machinations and all that. So that's cool. It did show that that one of the key mechanics is going to be fighting over spice. And if you want to be a real dick, you can just have a sandworm.
You can summon a sandworm.
You can summon a sandworm. It's like, fine, I'm not getting this spice, but neither are you! But yeah, it is interesting. Whenever someone releases a new MMO, I am like, are you mad? You've got WoW. You've got WoW. You're going up against already established MMOs of WoW, Final Fantasy, Guild Wars 2, and for sci-fi, EVE Online.
EVE Online, yeah.
Right? And that's just 4 of them.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, there's not a ginormous amount of those MMOs, but, like, they are called massive multiplayer onlines for a reason.
I think the thing with this
I
one,
hope
though,
it does well.
I think the fact that they've got a good IP.
They've got a good IP, and it looks like they are keeping true to the IP, which is always a good thing. Although
I didn't like the bit where they were like, "Oh yeah, well, forge friendships and this sort of thing," and then the guy gave you his gun, and I was literally looking at that like, "Okay, you're a stranded. You're not right if you've read the books, at least I've read Dune, the first one. You know that on Arrakis, you don't trust anyone. You especially don't give them your gun."
Yeah. It did look like they were going to have a lot of variation in combat. Like your classes will, there was definitely one that was more suited for brawling or stealth,
close combat and stealth, and then there was the sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it looks alright.
It does.
Alright.
I hope it does well. It does look like,
for me personally, it's the PvP turns me off. Any sort of game where it's massively multiplayer and has PvP in it that isn't optional is like, it just kind of, I don't want to.
The thing is that I know they went on about like the fact that like, if you want to go after spice, you will be fighting other factions for that spice, which is kind of true to.
Oh, I get that.
I don't know if that's like it's mandatory to do. You have to do that. I do hope, like, especially with like the political machinations, you can be a skiving, scheming person that goes through the ranks that way.
Yeah.
And
so you want to be Starscream, basically.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Well, I mean, Starscream's one of my favourite characters of all time. For a reason.
You want to be Starscream.
I want to be Starscream. Starscream's cool. Starscream's amazing. The whiny little bastard. He's great. So, after Dune Awakening, we had Reanimal.
Yes.
From the people that
this looked really fucking cool.
For the people that gave us and are giving us the Little Nightmare series.
Yes. It's a new game. It looks like it's set in the same universe.
It does look like it's set in the same universe, which is we first thought we were all like questioning, is this Little Nightmare 3? It looks it, but it isn't. But it is. But it looks it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
I saw it and I was like, have they changed it? Because it's a co-op game.
Yeah.
And I saw the two characters that you can be. And I was like, have they changed the design of the two characters? Because I know that Little Nightmares, you've got the guy with like the bird face.
Yeah.
And the lass with, well, I think it's a lass. That's got like the airplane goggles with some feathers. Right? And I thought, no.
They just changed the main
have
character.
they changed the design of the main characters? And then somebody started talking. And I was like, this isn't Little Nightmares because nobody talks in Little Nightmares.
Nobody talks in Little Nightmares, which is part of the whole creepiness of that series.
Yeah.
Like, it adds to it.
It
looks good.
It looks good.
It is, you can easily tell it is from the same people that gave us Little Nightmares because the monsters are just as creepy.
Yes, they are.
They are nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
So there. Following that was the Genshin Xbox announcement. After that was Monster Hunter.
Yes, they showed off a couple more monsters.
Yes,
they showed off the spider-looking one.
Yes. So anyone with arachnophobia, this will probably trigger you.
And the sort of like electric
wyvern
thing.
Look, which looked really, really, really
cool.
But
if I'm honest, lately they've been releasing on YouTube the new weapons.
Yes.
They've been showing off like weapon showcases.
Yeah, which is cool
on YouTube.
Also, one of the things they've announced, but not at Gamescom. Previously in the series, certain armor sets were gender specific.
Yeah.
Then that's not going to be the case. You want awesome badass thing from a certain monster. It doesn't matter if you pick a male or female. You can get that armor set, which is a good thing. Okay, so following that was a crossover Tomb Raider with Naraka.
Yeah.
Which is, it kind of makes sense, but also doesn't. But who am I to question crossovers anymore?
I still don't like her with a bow. I'm sorry, I just don't like her with a bow.
Twin guns, yeah.
Twin guns, all
but ever since Call of Duty has Nicki Minaj and Spawn fighting each other in the middle of a modern day street.
Yeah,
who am I to fucking go on about crossovers making sense?
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, like the crossover makes sense in the sense that it's the new Lara Croft, the one that uses.
Yeah, I know, but
I'm just saying that I just don't like it.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like I said, it kind of makes sense, but also it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But then again, who am I to fucking go on about crossovers anymore? Considering freaking Fortnite and Call of Duty now.
Well, anything with Fortnite.
Yeah, anything with Fortnite. Following that, we had Fatal Fury.
Yeah,
they introduced
They showed
Maioff is the newest character announced. I think that's the entire roster that they've on launch that they've announced, which is around about 8 or 10 characters.
Which is about right for Fatal Fury.
Yeah, for Fatal Fury, because it wasn't long after, like, they only had like 2-3 games, and then they went into King of Fighters.
Yeah, there's not many.
So there's not a lot of like the actual like proper Fatal Fury cast.
Yeah.
But they are gonna have like the usual beat 'em up season pass sort of thing now.
That's fine.
And adding more characters on along the way. So the roster may end up. I mean, it's not going to be as ridiculous as Tekken 8.
No, it's not going to be that stupid.
I'm not complaining about the amount of characters in Tekken 8, by the way, just before anyone says. I love the fact that the characters are there. I'm just, very, very pissy that they've got so many characters and not one of them is Big Dusong.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Armor King. Once Armor King comes, I will play Tekken 8. I will play Tekken 8, but until then,
Armor King,
I can't be bothered.
You want your boy.
I want my boy back.
Following Fatal Fury, we had another trailer for Mecha Break. And the more I see it, the more I'm like, yes, give me now. Give me. I know the beta's just been and gone, but now, give me now.
Yeah.
I want it.
It looks so good.
I mean, the only thing that would, honest to God, if they ever announce a crossover with Gundam, that's it. I'm done. It's like, shut up. Here's my money. Here's my credit card. Thank you very much. Just give me everything. Thank you.
Give me every mobile suit that you have.
Every single one. And please make sure you have heavy arms as one of them. Thank you very much. I know you can do it. You already have a mech that is just basically Gatling guns. All you need to do is take that, turn it into the shape of heavy arms, and add it with a bajillion missiles.
Yeah.
Okay, following that, we had Monument Valley 3.
Oh,
which is a puzzle.
That's the Netflix game.
That's exclusive to Netflix games. And it is a puzzle game where it revolve. You know that artist style.
Yeah, you sort of like revolve things,
optical illusions and all that. Yeah, it's kind of like that. There are people who really like it, and
yeah, well, it is the third.
It is it's done well enough to get 2 sequels, so obviously people like it. But also, like, it is a very nice looking puzzle game, and the art style is really good.
They also announced in the same thing that 1 and 2 is coming to Netflix.
Yeah, which is good because for those of you who have not had it, there's a chance to get all 3. Following that was another trailer for Civilization 7.
A bit more in depth.
A little bit more in depth. We got shown the art style of the game. They say they've upped the graphics. I'm like, have you? You've darkened all the tones.
The map looks a lot better.
The map does look a little bit more detailed. One of the issues with 6 is there's a mod that makes hills more prominent. Without that, it is very hard to actually tell what is a hill tile from what is a plain tile. Yeah. So that's nice.
Terrain actually looks.
Yeah, they've definitely made a big focus on like the way the terrain looks, which is really, really good. It does look really nice, even though I did say, all you've done is to darken it. They haven't. They've done more than that. And also, it looks like they've put a little bit more detail into the individual cities and how they grow. It's more detailed. It's clearly like urban expansion is going to be a thing. It may not actually play anything in the gameplay, but visually, like the cities will start to expand beyond their like single tile, a little bit more organically than the way it does in 6, where you plop districts down. I don't know if that's actually what's going to happen, but it looks nice, and it looks like you can tell like if a giant city is a giant city.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get it because I like Civ.
You're gonna get it.
There's
not a problem about this. You're gonna get it.
I'm probably going to be streaming at the launch day.
Yeah.
Because it's Civilization, and I do enjoy my 4Xs, even if I'm not that great with them. Anyway, next up, they showed off. There was more Starfield, another trailer for the DLC that's coming, and.
You're getting a buggy.
You're getting a buggy. You're getting a buggy.
Yay! Which means, you know what? Now, instead of taking 5 minutes to go across nothing, you can do it in 2.
Yes.
To see nothing.
Yeah.
Yay!
I did say it would solve a lot of the problems the game has, and it will. It just won't solve the big problem that I have, which is the space combat is boring as fuck.
No. It solves one problem. It doesn't solve a lot of problems. It solves one problem. And that is, you can get around faster.
Yes.
But getting around on a planet with nothing on it is still a planet with nothing on it.
So after Starfield, we got another trailer and some new characters for Marvel Rivals. Captain America and
they gave the announcement of like basically all characters.
Yes,
are free.
They are doing the Overwatch 1 thing.
Yes,
which is a very good, which is really good news, because hero shooters has proven anything behind a paywall isolates the community, but also always the new character is always overpowered.
Yeah.
And it means that if you don't have the new character, you are at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. And yeah, everyone's turning around and going, yeah, Overwatch is in trouble.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, I think everyone knew Overwatch was in trouble when they finally started talking about, well, we might be bringing 6.6 back. We're just gonna trial it, but you know, it's we've done an awful lot of work on the 5v5. It's fucking failed.
It's shit.
Don't care what anyone says. Like I constantly say, I'm not gonna do. Anyone who enjoys Overwatch 2, that is fine. It's
good for you.
Good for you. But personally, like I've said, Overwatch 1 on its worst day was better than Overwatch 2 on its best.
Yeah.
Barnum. Plain and simple.
Apart from Lucio Ball, nobody liked Lucio Ball.
Yeah, but no one played Lucio Ball.
I'm just saying, apart from Lucio Ball. That's the only thing Overwatch 2 has over Overwatch.
Winter Soldier looks really fun to play. Who was the... was it Captain America, or was it someone else?
Captain America... Winter Soldier. I think that was it.
Yeah, they were the two characters that were announced. That's what I'm saying. I'm just double checking that.
Well, at least they were the two characters in the trailer. I don't know if that's how they officially announced them.
Yeah.
But the big announcement was that they were going to have all characters, all heroes were going to be.
All heroes were going to be. Because here's the thing. All they need to do is charge for skins. That's all they need to do.
Well, yeah, because considering the amount of skins for every character that they've got anyway.
Yeah,
and then you can just make up the original ones.
Yeah, you can make up individuals, homages to others.
Do not do what Overwatch did, though. Do not just give us like 72 of the same skin, just in different colours. Like,
the thing is, though, is that they've got enough material to not do that. Yeah. They can literally go, like, for example, their first character, the first skins they're going to have is their interpretation of those characters. Like, we've got Old Man Magneto, who is fucking badass. He looks badass. I love him with the beard. It's amazing.
I'm gonna wait for Moon Knight.
Moon Knight's going to be fucking...
Because I think Moon Knight's going to come. I think they're going to do Moon Knight.
They're going to eventually do Moon Knight. Venom looks amazing. Venom looks the way he always should, which is literally bulky as hell, unrealistically bulky.
Yes.
And just like he has symbiotic muscles where there should not be muscles. And just fucking like he can't have his arms down because there are muscles in the way. That's the best. That is peak Venom.
It just looks fun. That's the thing about it. It looks fun.
It looks fun, and that's the. It looks like when the fun that we used to have when Overwatch 1 launched.
Yeah.
Which is like I miss that.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like that's another thing that like
even when like you were there and just like yelling at your team to like stay on point. It was still fun.
Play the objective, you fucking idiot.
Please play the objective. It was still fun to play.
Yeah. I still remember when they released Junkertown for the first time, and I was Tracer.
Yeah. And
I was just bouncing it. I must have been the most annoying Tracer ever to exist at that one point in time, because I somehow survived against all 6 of the opposition shooting at me, and I got only because I was bouncing around like a fucking ping pong, like a pinball. I was just fucking. I don't think I was either teleporting or rewinding for a good minute.
Yeah.
Just bouncing around, and like I don't know how I didn't die. I just do not know. Thank God there wasn't a Widowmaker, because I think I would have. She would just one-shot me.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, after Marvel Rivals, which looked really really good and is out. That was the other thing.
At the end of the month.
October.
Oh yeah, October.
October is going to be out. So put that in your diary, people. For those of you who missed 6v6 Overwatch, Marvel Rivals may be the thing. I want to say maybe because it isn't actually out there. We haven't actually played it, and it gives off the impression from what everyone else is saying that has played it, it is potentially going to be the thing we missed from Overwatch 1. But anyway, following that was the announcement of the multiple one-off episodes that is going to be known as Secret Level.
Secret Level.
Yes.
Yeah, this looks actually kind of cool.
It does, because it does feel from what obviously we haven't seen any of the episodes because they're not out yet. But it does feel like it's basically a bunch of one-off episodes of different gaming franchise series and all that sort of stuff. I think there's a Sifu episode.
Yeah, Sifu.
There's a Warhammer 40k, and I know and the thing I saw made me very happy was the Space Marine looking at basically shoulder charging a oncoming buggy, and the Space Marine won, which is canon. That's what should happen.
God of War.
God of War is getting something.
Which was weird because it was God of War, but he was clearly in modern day.
Yeah.
It was very strange. But at the same time, I'm intrigued.
Yes. Especially because it's Old Man Kratos, and Old Man Kratos is an amazing character. I love him. He's amazing. He just wants to be a good dad, but doesn't know how to be a good dad. And scared of being a good dad.
Yeah.
It's great. Anyway. I'm trying to think what else was there. There's a few others that I didn't instantly recognise, but I think if I got like a longer trailer of,
I know there was Sifu. We saw the Warhammer. We saw the God of War.
God of War. It's like 11 episodes or something like that, isn't it?
It's 11 franchises.
Yeah.
Or 11 games.
There's going to be something for everyone. Yeah. I feel. So it's something to keep an eye on. Like I say, from what I saw, indicates the people in charge of each individual episode was either a fan or knew what they were doing with that property, which is always a good sign. But again, all we saw was little snippets. It could turn out to be an absolute clusterfuck of a mess eventually. When it
is done by the people that did Love, Death and Robots.
Yes.
And Love, Death and Robots was a very hit and miss.
Yeah. You either liked it or didn't like it. So, but the guy that came out for the presentation, it did feel like this was something he had been fighting for years,
possibly
to get done, and was like he's finally done it. He's like emotional about how so. There were positive signs for this, which is why I'm not going to instantly go, "Oh, this is just a money cash grab by insert corporation here." So it's something to keep an eye on. Following that, we had Delta Force.
Yeah, it was just more Delta Force.
It was more Delta Force. If you like Delta Force,
I don't really know what else to say with that one.
Yeah,
it was just more shooty bang.
Yeah, it was a bit more. You got a lot more information on the extraction shooter side of it.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of
they showed off more of like the destructible.
Yeah, the environment. Yeah, which is really cool, really impressive. They did show at the beginning a little snippet of the Black Hawk Down side of the game because I think it's coming with both.
Yeah.
The extraction shooter and also the Black Hawk Down missions.
I think the extraction shooter is the free model, and the campaign is if you buy it.
I think so, but then again, it could be the other way around.
Yeah.
One is being bundled with the other.
Yeah.
That is what I definitely do know. And again, it's Delta Force.
Yeah. It's Delta Force.
If you liked the original old school Delta Force, you're probably going to end up liking this. Because it looks like it is doing that whole hardcore military shooter sim sort of thing. Where, you just poke your head out of a corner. Bang, dead. Good work. Congratulations. Reload.
Yeah, you've turned around a corner and there's one sniper on the other team who's been sat there for 5 hours waiting for someone just to turn around that corner.
Yeah. Following that was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Just more stuff.
It does look like what when they had an interview where they said they couldn't do half the stuff they wanted to do in the first game because they were still learning things, and it does look like this is the game they originally wanted to make.
Yeah.
And it does look really, really, really
I'm even thinking of going and re-downloading because I played a little bit of Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
But I never got that massively into it.
Yeah.
But the trailer for the new one is I kind of want to finish Kingdom Come. The first one.
Yeah.
So I can get to this one.
And get ready for this.
Yeah. So I might even
yeah. Following that, we had the Batman Arkham Shadow, which is the VR.
I just don't care. They showed off gameplay.
They did show off gameplay. It does look like they're trying to make the whole Batman combat system work in VR.
It does not.
I think the only way you'll know if it works or not is when you actually play the game. And for some people, that is not good. That's going to be a no-go anyway, because it's going to give them so much motion. I don't know how they're going to do it without giving people motion sickness.
The problem is, I think, because of the way VR is, like, it's literally just going to be, you're just waving your hands in the air and you're going to punch them. I think that's literally it. I don't think you're going to be doing much.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't really. I just don't think it's going to work.
Anyway, but it is interesting. I do wonder whereabouts in the timeline it's set. It's clearly after Origins.
I think it's before Asylum.
So it's before Asylum, yeah, because there's Harley, what we think is a Harley, as Dr. Quinzel. Yeah. So it's before she becomes Harley Quinn.
Yeah, so it's possibly just after Origins.
Yeah.
That's if like you class Origins as part of the canon, because there are people that don't say it's canon, and this is the thing. It's weird. Origins is weird.
But anyway, the pros for it is that they are trying to. It does look like they're trying to put the Arkham combat into it, and have it work. So they're not just like, it's not just a It's like they're literally like, do this and counter and all that sort of stuff. So whether it works or not is the thing that I don't, and that we'll only know when it's released, sort of thing. I just don't like the look of it. Anyway, following that, we had Little Nightmares 3.
Yeah. More stuff for that. More puzzles.
More cooperative. More nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
It's Little Nightmares 3. That's all you need to know.
It looks fantastic. I can't wait.
I think the franchise has got a fan base enough and done enough to basically go, if you were going to get this game, you've already decided.
Yeah.
If you weren't going to get this game, you've already decided.
Yeah.
So we don't really need any more information.
No.
Following that was herding.
Yeah.
So it looks like a very wholesome herding sheep type animals.
Yes.
Clearly not actual sheep, but
apart from that one sound.
Except there was a sound of a monster that clearly was going to eat you.
Yeah.
Didn't see the monster.
Well, yeah. I don't know what to make of it.
I don't think I want to see the monster.
I don't know what I make of it. I just think
it's an announcement trailer.
Yeah.
And it's showing that like part of the game is you herding these animals that are giant sheep like.
Yeah.
Like mini woolly mammoths. A mix between a sheep and a woolly mammoth.
Yes.
That's the only thing I can think of those animals. And they do look adorable and huggable, and if you made a plush of them, they would sell like hotcakes. But that's all we got. Yeah. So again, it's an announcement trailer. Obviously, we'll get more details as it gets closer to launch. My handwriting fails me. It was Master of something.
Master of something.
Well, the problem is that this pencil needed sharpening and it didn't get sharpened, so.
Oh no.
Problem is, I don't even remember what it was. I know the game that came after it was that Vacuum Awakening. Which was that like Indian based like setting of like you were this.
Oh yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure it uses Indian culture sort of.
Yeah.
And folklore.
You were clearly like a priest or a aide or a trainee to a priestess who was who something happens basically. They don't show. We'll probably find out. Someone kills them. It looks like a German. So, you know, German's bad.
German is bad.
German's bad. And you go out and you either to get whatever the bad guy has stolen or...
Oh, yeah, that was Arc Raiders. That one. Again, it didn't actually show us gameplay or anything.
Oh, yeah.
It was just...
Yeah,
it
wasn't exactly... Anyway, once you find the thing, I'll...
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm on to the next page because we ran out of room. Not much to go, more left to go, but there was Diablo 4. A little bit more information on Diablo 4. They introduced characters.
the DLC. Yeah, they introduced the
DLC, which is the vest.
Basically, the new 4 characters that you're going to be talking to.
Yeah,
and all that. They introduced
the Vassal of Hatred. I think they introduced a new class as well. A little bit of information on that. The problem is it's Diablo 4. And unfortunately, that game has burnt its bridges for my liking. It is a game that is solely there to...
Oh, Masters of Albion. It's that Peter...
Oh, God, the Peter Molyneux! How the fuck did I forget that? It's because it's Peter Molyneux and I don't trust a single word he fucking says. So it could be... Basically, he's trying to... So, the problem with this is that it's Peter Molyneux.
Yeah, and you can't trust a single word he says.
And he's promising so much again with this game. Like, this is a God Sim / crafter / hack and slash, where you get to possess the village people and defend the village, / horde defense / management / and it's like, Peter, no one trusts you anymore. Stop it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it looked alright. It's not my cup of tea. I can actually just say that. It's just not my cup of tea. It's not my thing.
Well, the thing is, here's the problem. He literally said, we're taking bits from every single game that I've ever done. So, like, we're taking bits from Black and White. We're taking bits from Fable. We're taking bits from Populous. We're taking bits from this. We're taking bits from
and then we're making something completely new.
Yeah, it's something completely new. Oh, we're taking stuff from Dungeon Keeper.
And Dungeon Keeper, yeah.
Like, I'm just like, Peter, just... Do you know what? You should have had a deputy to come out and to explain this, because then I might actually believe them. I know you're actually showing me footage of the game here, but I just don't believe a single word you're saying. You have lied too many times.
Right. Anyways, back on track. Let's get back on track.
After Diablo 4, there was the first Berserker.
Yeah, this looks really cool.
Yeah, so it's
a good old-fashioned anime hack and slash.
Yes, from the franchise of, is it DNF?
DNF, Dungeon Fighter.
Dungeon Fighter, yeah. So this is basically the Berserker class, and it's going to be the story about how the first Berserker.
Also, just in case anybody likes Final Fantasy 16, the voice actor for Clive is playing Kazan.
Yeah, the first Berserker.
The first Berserker.
As they showed a little bit more of the combat, it's very action.
It's action RPG.
Yeah, it's action RPG. Spectacle. I would also go like it starts to moving towards your Devil May Cry style of like really flashy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. Following that was Dark and Darker Mobile. And I'm like,
I don't care.
Yeah.
It says mobile. I don't care.
I'm like, I hope there's not crossplay, because those mobile games are going to suffer so much.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But apparently not. There isn't. But yeah, Dark and Darker Mobile, I suppose.
I just don't care.
Following that was Floatopia.
Yeah, it's Animal Crossing in the skies.
Think Animal Crossing on giant floating islands.
Yeah, you're in the sky.
Yeah.
The only difference is it looks like you can terraform. So
you can actually proper terraform and that. It looks cute and adorable as hell.
Yes.
It looks very, very, very... It is very, very cozy.
And again, this probably has an undertone of genocide, just because of how cute it is.
The thing is, I don't think it is, because it's not more... It is as wholesome and cute as Animal Crossing. It is not more.
Oh, okay.
It's not more than Animal Crossing.
I'll give you that much. I'll give you that.
So, I think it's okay. Following that was another trailer for Indiana Jones and the what was it, the circle?
This one was better than the last one because the last one we only got it was the cutscene.
Yeah,
that we really got.
They showed actual gameplay.
We saw gameplay.
You saw how the whip works. You saw punching. He was punching Nazis.
Yep.
Look, and like I said, machine gun game. Like I said to you when we were watching, machine gun games just don't do what you did with Youngblood. Don't make shooting Nazis boring and unfun. That was an achievement. That was a feat of undeniable proportions. That you actually made shooting Nazis unfun. How the the question is, whereabouts in the Indiana Jones timeline? It's clearly before Last Crusade. Good, because nothing happens to Indiana Jones after the Last Crusade. He just ends up as a teacher.
What, there's movies. There's movies after
the story after the Last Crusade. I know.
What are you on about?
No,
I've not heard about these things.
What are you talking about? I said there's nothing that happens.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Anyway, so it's clearly before Last Crusade and probably even before Temple of Doom, but obviously they have to be after the Raiders of the Lost Ark. It does look fun. And
it looks alright. I'm a big fan of Indiana Jones, so I'm probably going to get this.
Yes. And you don't even... Well, you have an Xbox Series X.
I have an Xbox Series X.
So
it comes out the day before my birthday.
Yeah, so you could...
I could get an Xbox.
But for those of us who don't have an Xbox and PC, guess what? We won't have to wait long.
Yeah, it's coming out in spring.
The game that Phil Spencer...
One of the
games that Phil Spencer said. I mean, you can keep Starfield if you want now. By the way, Phil. Phil Spencer said was not coming to PlayStation. Is coming to PlayStation.
Yeah.
This smells of Daddy Microsoft going. Where's my money, Phil?
Where's the $69 billion?
Yeah. Where's the money from all? From where's our money back? You said we were going to get our money back. Where are all our extra subscribers? Where are our extra subscribers, Phil? Where are they? Oh no, don't worry, they'll come with Call of Duty. Are they going to come with Call of Duty? The figures say no.
Yeah, the figures are saying no. The figures are saying they'll come to the PC one, the cheap one.
Yeah. What? I do feel sorry for Xbox owners because you have been royally screwed over this.
Oh yes, you have.
You have been royally screwed over.
It's a good thing that I really don't give a shit about my Xbox.
Yeah, it is.
That I literally just I've bought the standard.
Yeah.
And I've just that's fine with me.
But yeah, this trailer and some of the other trailers that I've seen that weren't the cutscene has put me kind of positive for the Indiana Jones movie. It's they clearly do like
my only worry is with it being machine games is if you play Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein 1 was really good story wise. Really good. Wolfenstein 2 falls off a cliff.
Yes.
The story. It just falls off a fucking cliff.
Does go well for so long and then just go,
yeah. No, actually, I'd even say at the beginning, the whole thing makes no fucking sense, all the way through.
And then there's Youngblood.
And then there's Youngblood. The writing for Youngblood is just so bad, and I'm just like, Indiana Jones has been treated really poorly
recently. Yes.
Recently, like, please, for the love of God, do not fuck this up.
The thing is, from what I've seen, like I say, it does. This
is where my point is. Is just like, we know that they show you the things that they want to show you.
Yeah, the things that they know you'll like.
Yeah,
and then keep all the stuff that they think you'll be unhappy about.
Yeah.
Potentially slightly controversial stuff.
Please, for the love of God, do not
let Indiana Jones be Indiana Jones.
Yeah, please do not fuck this up.
I do feel like that seems to be the case with what we've seen, but again, we will not know for sure until the game's released. If this
was after the New Order, I think I would be fine.
Yeah.
I think I'd be I reckon they've got this. They've got a good writing team. They'll be fine. But the new Colossus, like I said, the writing just falls off a fucking cliff. And then Youngbloods came out, and that is an absolute mess of story. It is a mess. And so now we're coming into Indiana Jones.
And the kind of character portrayal and story is kind of key.
Yeah. So, as much as I'm looking forward to this, because I do like machine
There's a hint of caution in it.
Yeah, I've got my
reservations
about how good this game could be.
Yeah.
But good signs.
Yes.
Good signs.
There are positive signs based on what we've seen.
Yeah.
So there's no need to instantly just like go, oh, this is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Then the last thing, and I was a bit surprised about this.
I was very surprised.
We are getting a Mafia game.
Yeah.
A new Mafia game.
Mafia, the old country.
We are going to the origins of the Mafia, which means we are going to Sicily, boys.
Yeah.
We are going to turn of the century, 1900s Sicily, where if you had an automobile was probably a thing made up, put on, an engine stuck on 4 wheels made out of wood with a stick. That was a car in the year 1900.
Yeah, that's true.
That was a car. So it's basically like this. They said it was going to be portraying the origins of the Mafia.
Yeah.
And that's a really interesting hook line for me. I'm like, go on.
Especially if you think, if you can think about it, like you start off with, because of just how many families there are of mafias.
Yeah, but like how the families united.
Yeah.
Into the Mafia.
Yeah.
The Sicilian Mafia. That's an interesting take. It is something that definitely like I want to keep an eye on, because it's one of those where it's like, in a sense, it's like set in like Red Dead, in like it's the end of the era that your character has grown up in is coming to an end.
Aye.
And a new era is coming in, sort of thing. That's the whole time period that this game's going to be set in. So it's going to be really interesting what they do. Something to keep an eye on. And with that, Gamescom opening night.
Yeah,
was done.
There was the Future Game Show last night.
Yes,
but we haven't watched that yet.
We haven't watched that. We have jobs.
Yeah.
We have jobs, which means we can't. We need to actually have sleep.
Yeah, and I'm working and streaming.
Yes.
on the regular, and I'm not gonna lie,
it's tiring.
It fucking takes it out of you. Jesus Christ.
Well, the thing is also you do not do a like simple job. Yours is a manual labor job, which is tiring.
Oh yeah.
Physically, and streaming, despite what anyone says, is tiring mentally.
Yes.
So you get tired both mentally and physically.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, Gamescom. I would say it was actually not a bad.
I think it was alright. Again, I think we're coming up to this point of like people are lowering their expectations.
Good.
Now.
Yeah, they're finally realizing that yes, the level of blockbuster holy shit announcements is finally over.
Yeah.
Like we're getting back to like a little bit more normality of like, yeah, there may be 1 or 2 holy shit games.
There was one thing I was really glad about. I was very, very glad I didn't see any Death Stranding 2 things.
Yes.
Because I don't want to see anything now. Like I wanna
bury your head in the sand.
I wanna bury my head in the sand and wonder how the fuck Higgs is still alive.
Nobody, no kill.
No. I mean, like, what the fuck is his body? What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that axe?
What is the axe?
That is also an axe.
Yeah. Why is he using the guitar? What is that puppet?
Why does the puppet move in stop motion?
Yes.
What the hell happened to Lou?
What the fuck happened to Lou?
Where is Lou? I mean, granted, I don't want to say the thing that I think because of the way people have been talking, but like, what the fuck happened to Lou? That's it. You know, one of those things where you deep down you probably know.
Yeah.
But you don't want to mention it because it becomes real.
Yeah,
and
you're just like, please no, don't do that.
Don't.
I travelled across America with Lou. Don't do this to me.
Don't prove my fears right, please. Kojima, please don't put my fears right.
But anyway,
Don't do it.
yeah, it was a good Gamescom. At least opening night live.
Yeah,
it was a good,
we got some
good showcase.
We got some surprise announcements of new games. Borderlands 4.
Yeah, King of Meat looks cool.
King of Meat looks good.
Reanimal.
The announcement for Marvel's Rivals that all characters are going to be free.
Dying Light the Beast
yes.
was a surprise announcement, I think.
Yeah, I think it was a good set of announcements, and there was something for everyone. So, which is always a good thing.
I think we're under that.
And I think that's the last of like the big major announcement things till the Game Awards, which will be
That's December.
4 months, which is not that long away.
No. Like I said, December now is when all the big announcements are going to be.
Yeah.
The Game Awards is going to be the massive announcements.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I'm fine with that. I think that's a good thing. I think, again, having these ones...
No one watches it for the awards.
No. Having these ones for, like, the smaller announcements of things that can easily get swept under the rug when it comes to the Game Awards.
Yes.
Right? I think having this is a good thing. And then having the Game Awards for, like, your big, bombastic AAA announcements is fine. I think it's literally what the Oscars do.
Yes, it is. It is what the Oscars do. And on that bombshell.
Yeah. So I think we'll end it there. I do hope you've enjoyed this chat, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.
Toodles.